What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at two of Amazon's best-selling LED dog collars. I wanted to make this video for obvious reasons. It's dark outside here in the UK all the time, and when we get home from work it's more than likely going to be dark when we take our dogs out, whether that's on lead or off lead. I recently purchased these two collars specifically to make this video, but also because I actually needed one for Freddie anyway. So the first collar we're going to be looking at is PetSol Smart Pet Solutions Ultra Bright USB Rechargeable LED Dog Safety Collar. It's this one right here, and just some basic specs. It's made for cats and dogs. I don't know if you'd ever really put an LED collar on a cat, I'm unsure. It says here that it's safe and non-toxic. It's weatherproof and easy to clean. It says long lasting. It doesn't say exactly how long it lasts for on a single charge. It's durable and rechargeable. This collar is, well, it certainly does feel very durable, and the way it works, it comes in this super long length piece of plastic, and you basically cut it to size. But what I found with Freddie is that as it came in the packaging, that fits over his little head, and he kind of gets like this double collar out of it, which is awesome. If you've got a Whippet, you might be able to do the same depending on their neck size. There's a nice squishy button on the collar there with 3 different settings. So it flashes slower, and then it's got the solid color there as well. I personally only use the solid color because the idea of this being next to Freddie's face, I don't know, it might give him an epileptic fit or something. And it just sticks in the end there. How strong this is, I don't really know. If it gets snagged on a hedge or a branch or something, it might fall off the dog's neck. So this is definitely a weatherproof, not a waterproof collar. I certainly wouldn't be trusting that rubber plug there. But other than that, it's a solid collar. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the nighttime footage that I got of this piece of kit. Alright, so I'm here at some random field with some woodland on it. I am here and Freddie is in front of me, and you can't see him because he doesn't have his light on yet. What we do is start with, it's called PetSol. You won't be able to see it very well. Freddie's gone off into the darkness and I cannot see him. I put the exposure on the camera, which is my phone, down to what I can see, just to get a real life perspective. So I'll come back to you guys when Freddie's got his collar on. And here we are, there's Freddie boy, first collar on. I actually can't see anything, so I'm going to rely solely on Freddie showing me the way. Go on then. And as you can see, huge difference. Granted, there's not much light pollution here, so it's going to really stand out. Right now Freddie's about, well, he's coming back to me now. I'll wait for him to go a little distance. So 5 meters, 10 meters. Camera doesn't know what to focus on. So about there, he's 20 meters away, and you can see him just glowing away. 30 meters, and I can still see him really well. I don't know what the camera's really saying. Really happy with this collar so far. It is on a full charge, so it is as bright as it's going to get. Right, he's about 50 meters away right now, and I can still see him perfectly clearly. It's hard to tell at this point, but maybe around 60 meters. So yeah, really happy with that. So as you can see from that footage, it was really, really effective out in the dark. On top of that, this thing is really easy to use. There's one button on it. It's easy to charge. The only downside is that it doesn't seem to have a battery indicator, so you never know when it's fully charged. I guess it's the sort of thing that you would just leave on overnight. And these are currently selling on Amazon for £8.99, which I personally think is really great value, especially because I get to double it up around Freddie's little tiny pencil neck. So let's jump straight into collar number 2. Packaging is slightly different. This one just says Fun Pets on the front of it. along with super bright USB rechargeable LED dog safety collar. So inside here there is one collar, and for both of these collars they do have multiple different colors. The reason I selected blue, and I think this is quite an important thing here, the reason I selected blue is because if you're walking your dog around roads, typically when a driver sees a blue light, they slow down or think twice about their speed because it's blue, and police cars have blue lights, or well, any emergency service thinking about it have blue lights. So naturally a driver would slow down and take a little bit more care. So this collar is very different compared to the first one. So you can see that it's got a nice buckle, a nice metal D-ring on there, and then the blue LED is around the outside there. Sorry about the focusing issues there. On the collar there's a big on button, and on that on button on the side is where you're going to charge it up, and there is a little plastic cover for the charging thing. So I think this is going to be another one of those weatherproof collars and not so much of a waterproof. So the on button is nice and sturdy, and same as the first collar, it has 3 different settings. So it flashes fast, a little bit slower, and then it's on permanently, which is really nice. This feels like a much more substantial product. So let's go ahead and take a look at the nighttime footage. Here we are with the second collar. Okay, so collar number 2, 20 meters away, maybe like 25 meters away. This is really going to depend on how far he ranges away from me. Okay, he's wandering off again, 30 meters, and I cannot see him. He's back again. This collar definitely has black points, where if he turns his head in a certain way or his body in a certain way, I can no longer see him. And even from this distance, which isn't that far, I'm thinking about 30 meters, it's hard to tell how far he actually is, because the light just seems to be a little bit dimmer. All I can see is one little piece of light from the collar. I can't see the whole collar in itself. So yeah, he's still around 30 meters away. And if I wasn't focusing on that one piece of light that you guys can also see, I'd probably miss him if I was scanning the field for him if he was lost. So there's a black point again there. So yeah, I think we've got enough footage there. Let's head back home, and I'll give you some more details about both the collars, the prices, where you can get them, build quality, and all of that good stuff. So as you could see from the nighttime footage, this collar didn't perform as well, and I think the main reason for that is that on this collar there's a lot of black space, and where there's black space the light is obviously going to be blocked or just not shine through. So every time Freddie had his front facing me, I would see this, and he just vanished in the darkness. And when he turned around, I could see a little bit of blue, and then if he went around a corner, I could see a little bit here, but mostly black here. So from a performance perspective, this didn't do as well. So although it's a more sturdy product, at $9.99 as well, it's a little bit more expensive. To summarize this video very quickly, this is the collar that I will be choosing over this one all day long. These are both fully charged, and even just here sat in the light, you can see that this one has like this luminous effect going on, and it's way brighter versus this one. For more details on these products, I'll put both of the links in the description box below this video. You can go and read about them all and compare them both for yourself. But this one right here is definitely the winner for me.